Family First on this Monday morning, and I'm going to start with a kind of a surprising statistic. Think Connecticut kids are excelling at reading? Think again. New studies show that the overall state of kids' reading is not moving in the right direction. So how do we fix the problem? By breaking reading down and rebuilding educational tactics. Talk to me about the state of reading here in Connecticut. How good are we?
Sure. So the nation's report card, which came out in 2022, show that about 40% of our students in fourth grade in the state of Connecticut are reading at or above grade level.
Just 40%?
Just 40%.
And COVID isn't to blame. Experts like Jennifer Bernheim from the Right to Read advocacy group say it's the fundamentals that have changed.
Well, there's actually a lot of talk right now around the science of reading and making sure that our kiddos have all 5 components of the science of reading when they're being taught how to read. And maybe a few of those components weren't heavily regarded in the last 20 years or so.
And that led to the creation of the science of reading, improving on reading skills by focusing on phonics, vocabulary, and comprehension.
A National Reading Panel came out with 5 components of the science of reading back in 2000. So we've had this data for over 20 years that says these are the 5 kind of things kiddos need when they're learning how to read.
To test your kids, you start with a screener that gives a primer on how well your kid at an early age can comprehend words and reading.
It has those components built into the background of this gamified assessment that kiddos pre-K through first can use the screener, and they're coming out with second grade soon.
With step-by-step instruction, the hope is by addressing it in a different way, you'll get different results, higher reading levels across the board.
Yeah, so families can go online and schedule a time for their 20-minute consultation and then have the screener, for their child. Then they meet with a literacy specialist to understand the results of the evaluation.
So I would have thought at 2023, especially 3 years after the start of a pandemic, that reading would have been the one thing that would have gone up because everybody was home. And clearly that's not the case.
Yeah.
So, surprising.